Let's get on with the action at the African Cup of Nations. Let's see fixtures. Fixtures at the African Cup of Nations. That's it right there. Host nation Gabon, they're back against Burkina Faso. This is a very tricky tie for them, Kayode.
Very tricky. Burkina Faso, any day, it's a very tough duel for any team. Name the team, it doesn't matter. Remember the African Cup of Nations 2013?
That's right.
I mean, they gave Nigeria a lot of stress.
Us.
Even when we got to the zenith with them, they were shaking. You're not sure.
Yeah.
I mean, for a team that defeated Cote d'Ivoire the way we did, playing Burkina Faso, then you're going to think Burkina Faso, Gabon needs this. This is vital for them. This decides everything for Gabon. When you look at their first game, well, you can excuse some thing, but this is it. Any little mistake here, that's it. But you don't want Gabon to go out for obvious reasons.
I know.
At least let them get
to the fans to come to the stadium.
No, they can get to the semi-final if possible.
Yeah, it's possible. But for this group, it's still open. So Cameroon, Guinea-Bissau.
For all the groups, it's completely open.
Well, Ghana is in good position at the moment.
Really?
But for Cameroon and Guinea-Bissau, Cameroon shouldn't go into this game. Is it not Guinea-Bissau? Oh, we're going to beat them silly and then go complacent. In football,
no, they would. Cameroon, we are all monitoring because of our game with them later in the year. And everybody who talked about Ayatu or whatever, we've already said it. It doesn't matter now. I mean, what the Super Falcons, what they did was to go there in front of Alaji Ayatu, in front of
give us our trophy.
So there's little a referee can do to you when you know exactly what you want to do.
That's right.
That's what the Falcons did. And that should happen with the Super Eagles of Nigeria where we play Cameroon. It doesn't matter. Away games don't count. If Cameroon comes here, you don't do what you're supposed to do, they will embarrass you. So now nobody talks about whether there's any advantage when you travel again.
Talking about Cameroon, I mean, Joel Matip, the guy in the news, he says he didn't want to play and he was named at first and then finally he didn't make it. But he can play for Liverpool simply because there's this war between nations, playing for your club.
Club versus country. I interviewed Kanu and Nwanko Kanu, and he was saying that, listen, only the players know what they go through when it comes to club versus country. A lot of them suffer, their careers suffer, and at the end of the Nations Cup or the World Cup or whatever, which they are supposed to go for, they don't go or whatever. I mean, they are on their own with the clubs. Their positions are gone. Or unless you are a Yaya, so that time a Yaya Toure, who we know will be the number one on the lineup. Your position is in doubt. You've gone for your African Cup of Nations. You are not a major player in the club. You are going down. It's tough. So we should really appreciate what they go through. If they say they do not want to play, it's a whole country. No player is indispensable. Can you please call those who really need the opportunity and want to play? We have to appreciate where they're coming from too.
But inside his mind, he said he's retired. He hasn't played for the country since 2015. And
retired where? At the national team. And then leave him alone.
Leave him alone. He's come out to make the public announcement.
Cecilia Kayode.
Actually, now they're not saying anything. They're focused on the tournament, and FIFA is supposed to decide the case so that he can actually play for Liverpool.
We see.
Well, I mean, we're saying something there, but
we see all of this whenever the AFCON comes.
Exactly.
One club will say, "Oh, this player doesn't want to play for his country. Why do you want to force him?" And then the club goes quiet, so it won't look like they influence that decision.
The real tragedy of this, in quotes, is why is CAF? January doesn't make any sense. You had the World Cup, you had the Nations Cup in the World Cup here. All of a sudden, you brought it back again. You cannot compete with the European leagues. It's so simple. Even the World Cup cannot compare with the European leagues in a lot of ways.
And in a lot of ways, too, fix your administration, because these players are saying that, look at DR Congo, came to the competition with
There's
protest.
a lot wrong with African football, not the least being Alaji Ayatu. He's going to compete again. And look at exactly what is happening. It's embarrassing us in Egypt with the court cases. They are signing things behind our backs. He's too old. He's tired. Let him go.
Matip says to Cameroon Football Federation, fix your FA. A lot of things are wrong. We cannot now come back home and we start struggling and you put everything on the players.
A player like him is courageous. He knows what he wants. Some other players, try what he's trying, say what he's saying, and they hunt them for the rest of their careers.
Okay, he wasn't born in Cameroon, he was born in Germany.
Players will say, so they will come, so they won't call me again if I go and talk.
Exactly, but when you get to that level, he doesn't need the national team anymore.
No,
clearly.
Okay. All right, Matip. Well, you're on your own. The way it is now. Now we'll talk about MPFL now.
That's right. So finally we'll get to
we get to the MPFL now, so you can decide to talk about
I was telling you
what
that
the game you're looking forward to.
We're looking forward to what the League Management Committee was going to do. We're eagerly waiting. Are they going to let this, get out of their hands? They did not, fortunately. I was saying to you that Roman Ibrahimovic, you have to correct me if I'm wrong, I think is Richard and Ifeanyi.
No, that's not
He's never gone on the pitch and say, you know what? He's never called anybody. He's never done what
those are allegations.
The allegation last season that he slapped the player, right?
No, come on. There are allegations. Kayode. Until
how many teams do you know that works out? Listen, I was very young, 1978, the World Cup. Clive Thomas, Zico. I love Zico. I was, as young as I was then, there was just a cross. We knew after that cross, his final whistle. The cross came, Zico met it with the head to the net, and that was when the whistle went. Shocking. Nobody left the field.
Wow.
The worst you can do for a club, can you please protest legally?
After.
It doesn't make any sense.
No, I know.
Kudos to the LMC, they've taken the right action.
And it was prompt.
And they're sending a very strong message.
That's
indeed.
right.
You are right. Allegation, whether he called or not, the people were saying forgive him. I say, okay, forgive Ifeanyi after slamming them, which is nice.
Another thing is they said they're not actually appealing it, so they're accepting it.
They are not actually accepting. Doing what?
They won't appeal it.
Was there a possibility they will appeal?
Normally, when you fight, you have to appeal.
There are other sides.
When they know exactly what they did.
There are other sides. You know what? We'll keep talking about this because we love our football, but the show must go on. There are games today in the Nigeria Professional Football League. We'll just run through it to see that that's right there.
Yeah, Lobby Stars and Kano Pillars will be in action. Ifeanyi, of course, MFM basically, Ifeanyi walked out from their own. They didn't finish the game, so right now they haven't won a game this season. MFM 3-0. They started well at home. Niger Tornadoes and ABS will also be in action. Aqua United and Rivers. That's the game I'm waiting for because two of the key players in Rivers actually went to Aqua. But right now, when you have the Port Harcourt boys playing against their own home team, it's going to be a tough one.
They are saying the players are going to try to see what they can do. And
say, okay, so you let me go. I'll show my quality.
MFM, our advice to MFM is our team in Lagos is, come on, you are starting like you started last season. Now you have to really be strong.
That's right.
You don't want to start like a house on fire. All of a sudden you start losing some games and all. It can't work that way. Really, it's very vital.
So that's it. MPFL fixtures right there. Plateau United, Aimba. All of them, they are going to be in action. Let's go on a quick break. Take a breather. When we come back, we'll take a look at what the papers are saying and, of course, read your tweets. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us.